Welcome back, everybody. This is nighttime, my time zone. I'm going to make a short live, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes, depends if we have any questions or not. If it's just me going to be talking over here, or some of you are going to pitch in and ask me some good, constructive questions. So, look, at the end of the day, I always have my night routine, right? My night routine is important for me because I kind of summarize the day for me. I go over my open positions. I kind of look at them. Do I want them? Do I don't want them? How they're acting, so on and so forth. And I journal as well my day and some of the experiences. And this is part of my process. And as traders, and I'm a trader. That's what I do for a living. As traders, we need to make sure that we understand we have a process. We need to have a process. The process helps you create process-led decisions instead of ego-led decisions. And just by giving you an example, an ego-led decision will be, I want to make my money back, or if I lost money, I want to make my money back. So that's an ego-led decision. You want to make money back. That's not a purpose-led, or that's not a process-led. A process-led, which is a purpose-led, the same thing. A process-led will be, right, I want to take the best trades possible. I want to take the best decisions possible. If it's the trades themselves, the position sizing, the risk I'm taking, and so on and so forth. So process-led decision making is what you want to do. So I'm going to share. I'm going to share over here my journal, and you will be able to see inside the mind of Jomo. Inside the mind of Jomo. Let's reverse these so you can see better. Alrighty, all right. So my process is longer than just this. I have my morning routine, by the way, and this is my night routine. I have some other things that I feel in, and other things that I trade as well, which is stocks. But my main thing is crypto, not stocks, by the way. So, and I have some things that are kind of private over here, so I don't want to, of course, disclose everything. I just want to make sure that I show you what is um, informational about what I'm doing over here. Okay, so this is what I wrote down. Right, BTC continued about a 63K, and we're looking good so far. Strong RS names. RS would be relative strength. Um, names OM in particular broke out to new highs. This should be good, right? This should be good. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it as well. Feeling it is kind of a gut feeling, but as someone that really looks at the market probably all day long, feeling it means that you have some sort of a gut feeling, right? And the gut feeling is derived from not just looking at the charts, but of course it's a big part of it, but as well understanding the big macro narratives and following them for a while, which I do for my weekly study sessions, for my private group, and for my coached people, which I give them a weekly study session. And of course, from the micro narratives, which are more crypto specific. And I follow all these. And when you have all this mixed together, all the macro, the micro, the narratives, why the market, how the market is operating right now, why it's operating right now, what's moving the needle, what's moving the thoughts of all the market participants. And you mix that with being always looking at the charts and understanding the charts and following and having an edge on the market and journaling. Just I'm immersed in myself, right? So I'm feeling it as well. That's what I'm trying to say over here. So the gut feeling is working. Of course, I can be wrong, and I don't care about being wrong, right? For me, I'm just fluid. I'm just open-minded for whatever the market is trying to tell me and give me. That's why I journal, right? I journal because that's what I'm thinking right now. Tomorrow I can be the opposite, right? I'm fluid, just like water, right? If water goes down, I will flow with it down. If water goes up, I will flow up. That's what the market is my jefe. The market is my boss, as they say. Okay, so I mean it, meaning I took the OM trade, probably undersized, all right? I'm only roughly 12.5% of my account is in this trade, probably undersized because this is the first breakout of a potential leg up. So usually I would be a bit bigger on this. However, because of the past few months that have been negative, so I'm just, squeezing myself in. That's just part of my own risk management and how I manage my positions. And small meme coins like Ponke Popcat, Wojak, and Moog are looking very good. No entries on them, all right? But good to see that the appetite is back to the market. So this is the market feedback. This is what I tell myself to really understand what I think is happening with the market. So I highlight this. Now, this is another question. What is the market trying to tell me? All right, what's the hot sectors? So what I think right now that the market is trying to tell me is that we're probably out of the woods and back into the right trajectory, meaning that whatever we gone through right now, whether it was Germany selling high pressure and people afraid of Mt. Gox, those are micro narratives, by the way. Um, that short-term pressure, it looks like it's off. We might not be off. Maybe we'll get more pressure. Maybe United States is going to sell Bitcoin. I don't know, right? But right now it seems like it's the short-term pressure is off, and we're back in that trading range between $60,000 and $70,000, and right in back in the right trajectory, which means slowly creeping back up into the last local high, last all-time high of Bitcoin, above 70, above $74,000, and probably sooner than later in the next couple of months break out above it, right? That's what I'm seeing right now. And taking breakouts should work. So for me, I'm going to take the breakouts as they come. And I made a video about this today, and I talked about how I have in my focus list some names. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the breakouts. Over here, I'm going to take about breakouts I did not take. So as I said, some meme coins, Ponke, Moog, Wojak, Popcat, all meme coins, small, very micro cap meme coins that are moving. Breakouts I did not take because they're not slick, they're not smooth, they're not low risk, they are very high risk, and I prefer taking lower risk entries. Not low risk, but lower risk entries, meaning they have defined pivots on the chart, on the price action. Squats, which are breakouts that went up and went back down, none so far, looking good. Breakdowns, I don't note all the breakdowns in the market, only things from my own watch list. Sun broke down bad after making like 200% yesterday. It gave everything back today, which is kind of incredible, right? So this is what I have for me reading down today for my end of day kind of journaling. Let's just, take a quick look at the charts, and I will show you what do I mean, right? So these are the charts. You can see OM broke out beautifully. The best entry was, you can see over here that you had kind of a horizontal resistance. You had this over here where you got stopped, and you got stopped yesterday on that entry. So if you were awake to take this breakout, that was good. If not, taking this breakout over here was constructive as well. So OM should be good. OM is the first breakout from a mid cap, at least, and higher, that is looking constructive and has a lot of liquidity, put in good size. Let's see how it works. Note is something I'm looking at right now for a potential continuation move. I talked about this. No need to talk about this. Looking at Tyco and Aether, whatever. I don't like them too much. So maybe they're in my ready, but I don't think I'm going to take them. But by all means, just look at them. And here are the leaders or extended moves that I wanted to talk about. So Popcat, as you can see, already 25% move for today. It's a kind of a small micro cap, but look, it's looking good. It broke out of this area. Maybe this would have been a potential entry. Of course, in hindsight, it's easy to say, but if you really wanted in this name and you are following this name, this should have been your entry over here. Right now, there's no entry. No edge, no trade, people. No edge, no trade, all right? Make sure that you understand that, right? If you don't have a right low risk entry, don't trade. By the way, put in questions now if you have them. If not, perfectly fine. I'm going to finish in a few minutes, and that will be it, right? But if you have any questions, make sure to put them now, because if not, I'm not going to address them, because nighttime it's more short. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll have a longer time. So Popcat moving. You know what? Moog right now I see squatted. Squatted is when you break out to new highs and you fall back into range. So maybe I need to change my journal, but doesn't really matter. Okay, but Moog broke out, got back into range. Did this fail? Not just yet. Maybe we just need a little bit more time, and tomorrow you're going to see, boom, this shorting out, bam, something like that happens. Or maybe you need just another more day, like an inside day. This would be very constructive. And then maybe even another inside day, right? Inside days when the candles are within one another. And maybe only a few days from today, you're going to have the real breakout. That will be really, really, really constructive. And Ponke kind of breaking out of this range, looking good. Again, if you really wanted in this was a good entry. You had a horizontal resistance of these two candles kind of being resisted at the same level and now breaking out of it. Wojak, this is such a beautiful. I love Wojak. Something that I've been making videos about Wojak way from over here, holding some of it until now. I made more than 10x on some of the position I sold, but I'm holding some of it over here. Wojak, go Wojak, right? But it already broke out. So if you wanted in this name, this was your entry. You can see that Wojak gave beautiful horizontal resistance on these candles over here. They all coincided within this. They all got kind of stopped at the same level over here. So this marks something. Whenever you go through this means that there is a higher probability of it continuing, which happened in hindsight. Everyone is a genius, but I'm trying to teach you something, even though it's fast. But this would have been and this is a low cheat entry. If you don't know what a low cheat is, this is something I teach in my trading service. I'm not going to go over it right now. Maybe watch more these lives, or maybe go to my past videos and check it out. I will try to teach it along the way. And Prick, it's a new coin, Pickle Rick. I just love Rick and Morty, so I just found it entertaining that this is just moving. Again, very micro cap meme coin. Doesn't no entry. Don't buy this. Don't buy any of these coins. Just because I'm talking about them. Buying coins because I talk about them is stupid. Don't be stupid, right? I'm trying to teach you over here, not give you. I'm trying to teach you how to fish, not giving you fish over here right now, teaching you how to fish so you can learn how to fish in the long term. But I found it interesting that a very stupid coin like Pickle Rick is getting love right now. And as I mentioned in my journal, right? And let me get back to that journal over here. As I mentioned in it, we have some appetite coming into the market, right? And this is what I was trying to say over here. Over here. Appetite. No entries on them, but good to see appetite back in the market. So that is what I am trying to convey. All right, this is it. And we have a question by Chiller. What's up, Chiller? Let's show this. Jomo's son. All right, I like that. You're very thorough and analytical. Thank you very much. I'm curious how you have become the crypto trader investor you are today. Do you have any mentors, or how you have evolved as a trader? Love this question. Late at night to really answer all of it. But yes, of course I have mentors. Look, um, I devour knowledge. First of all, whenever I want something to learn, I just devour it. That's how I am. I think everyone needs to do that. This is your money, right? This is your money. You're putting it at risk. I think you need to know what you're doing in order to put your money at risk, right? And I consider myself an athlete, right? For me, trading is like a performance activity. So tennis is a performance activity, boxing, performance activity, golfing, performance activity, in other sports, athletes, sprinters. Trading is not different. Yes, you don't have any physical activity, but you need to perform at your best to really squeeze out of the market. So you need to have coaches. That's what I think. So initially, I just devoured knowledge, read a lot of books. And the ones that stand out, first of all, read all the Market Wizard books by Jack Schwager. There you have all the great stock traders, futures traders, forex traders of all times. So that's where I initially started. And from there, I went down the rabbit hole of, William O'Neill was someone that I really loved, and David Ryan, which is his disciple. They are from the first Market Wizard book. And after reading all this and trying to find out a market wizard that maybe is trying to teach some people, I got to Mark Minervini. Mark Minervini is by far my main mentor. Everything that I have learned, I learned from him. And of course, I have his books. Let's just, where books. Maybe you don't hear me back there, but it doesn't really matter. So this, and this. So these are the three Martin Nervini books that I read. I read them a few times, right? You can just Google this, right? So Martin Nervini is my A mentor, right? I had some more, and as I advanced and as I became profitable, and I really wanted to up my game. First of all, I enlisted for 1 year to Mark Minervini's um, private access, which costs roughly $5,000. I did his course as well, his private access course, another $5,000. So I've done that. Mark Minervini, my A mentor, and then further on, I went to work with a coach. His name is Stephen Goldstein, and if you know the New Market Wizards book, he coached three of the top traders in that Market Wizard book. So he's a very top elite coach. So yeah, I think that answer your questions, of course, and I will continue to have mentors along the way. If I find someone new that teaches me, for example, there's a new one that another stock trader, not as known as the other ones, his name is Christian Kwalmagi, and he teaches how to trade stocks in his own way. And I took some things. So what I think that a trader needs to do is to find all these people, learn from one, and not style drift, not change the styles, right? I found my style, but I'm finding other people with similar style, and I find things that they do that they are kind of nuanced, and I maybe add it to my own trading. For example, lately with this Christian Kolmagi, I found interesting some of his selling rules. Instead of doing what Mark Minervini does, which is selling into strength in increments, what this Kolmagi does is using very short, fast moving averages in order to sell. And I found, and I did back test, that if I would use his selling strategy instead of the Mark Minervini selling strategy, I would actually double my profits, right? So even though I made a lot of profits, I could have doubled them. So for me, that's what I want to do, right? That's what I want to be doing. I want to always be improving. So there you go. Always be improving. Always find those mentors that first give you vision of what you can become, right? Because those people can really show you what you can achieve, and then you want to do imitate them. For example, you know what they say, if you want to be a painter, if you want to be Picasso, you need to think like Picasso, right? So if you want to be a trader, you want to think like a trader. Mike Tyson said something really interesting in one of the interviews. He said that in order to be a world champion in boxing, because he was a boxer, of course, you need to first live the lifestyle and think like a champion. And he did that, and he became a world champion. I think he was the youngest world champion ever by then. That's it. All right. So you said, thanks. I'm currently reading that blue book from Minervini. Very good. Excellent, Sheila. Excellent. Keep at it. All right, everyone. That's what I have for you today. No more questions. Hopefully you got something out of this, some knowledge.